Everyone said Khamzat starts like a thunderclap and fades when the clouds clear. Not tonight. From the first grip on the legs to the last horn, he didn't just show up, he settled in. The moment the fight hit the fence, you could feel the math changing. Every reset died in the clinch. Every breath Dricus took sounded more like a timer than a recovery. And when the scores flashed, 50-44 across the board, the arena fell into that weird mix of shock and silence. People came for chaos, they left talking about control. The belt moved, and it wasn't luck, it was pressure made permanent.
What are you feeling right now, my friend?
Like normal fights. I like to be in the cage more than outside, so it was fun. Last minute, get some punches. They're happy.
There is a new UFC middleweight champion. His name, Khamzat Chimaev. One of the most dominant performances that we've ever seen in a UFC title fight ever. He beats Dricus Duplessis.
I'm not making it up! I'm not making it up! I'm not making this shit up! They avoid combat at all costs! You are a human! Get out of this combat sport! Chimaev landed a shot that looked like it could have hurt! Chimaev landed a punch that maybe could have caused damage to his opponent. He did it again! That actually might have hurt Dricus! There might be a chance that Dricus winced at that shot. What are we doing, dude? We can't put this on Paramount. We can't put this on Paramount. Cancel the deal.
Dricus gets on top. Dricus is in mount. Dricus is in mount. Oh my God. No. Dricus has to choke. No. Dude, Dricus, do something, brother. You got 10 seconds left. So Dricus tends to use explosive leg, heels to the floor, sit up, torso kind of get-ups. These require a lot of energy and they create a lot of motion, and it's a big problem. But if I'm Dricus, I'm just hanging out. Yeah, all right, so Khamzat Chimaev is your new champion. Bro, I have so much to say on the post-fight show. I have so much to say about that performance. I have so much to say about that.
Big kick from Dricus. Chimaev shoots in and gets it. It's over, chat. He got the body lock again. He avoided combat again. Back to his position against the cage, holding another man up against the cage and knee in the thigh. Oh no, dude. What's Chimaev? Dude, 5 seconds left. Anything could happen. No, nothing happened because it's a f***ing Chimaev fight.
That dominance was insane by Khamzat. The boogeyman becomes the champion.
Yeah. 50-44 on all three judges' scorecards. It goes the distance. And the best way to describe this fight, in my opinion, was domination. Absolute, total domination. Just listen very quickly to some of these numbers here. Khamzat Chimaev landed 510 strikes, according to ESPN's Fight Center. 510 strikes in this 5-round fight.
I think got that alone. Hopefully, maybe that. Yeah, well.
I get like 2 more.
Do you still want to turn around and fight in Abu Dhabi?
We'll see what they say. I'm ready always, so no injuries.
Did you see before this fight that being the possible way it was going to play out?
No. The lead up to this fight, I said, I bet the main event is the fight of the night. Didn't see that coming, but not shocked either. I mean, you go in and dominate the way that he dominated. If you can do it the first round, more than likely you're going to do it the second and throughout the rest of the fight.
Look past the highlight snippets and you see the spine of the fight. Pressure, takedown conversion, and time. Khamzat converted double-digit takedowns and lived on top for most of the 25 minutes, stringing together positions that forced Dricus to play defense long enough to erase any offense he tried to start. That's not flashy, it's suffocating. ESPN tracked 12 of 17 takedowns and more than 21 minutes of control. Other outlets logged a barrage of strikes from top that blew past the normal totals you see in title fights. This wasn't 5 rounds of stalling, it was 5 rounds of building advantages until any puncher's chance turned into a myth. It wasn't just fans. Israel Adesanya said it plainly. If Khamzat wins, it's early. If it gets deep, Dricus makes him pay. Renier de Ritter called Dricus the tougher puzzle, the kind of fighter you can't study with a neat checklist. Anthony Hernandez doubled down on the idea that DDP doesn't fade, and Rockhold's take was the same: survive the storm, own the later rounds. The prediction threads felt unanimous on one thing: drag Khamzat late, then flip the fight. That's why the results stung. Khamzat didn't need a sprint. He brought a marathon he controlled from mile one. The late fight script never printed. There was nothing cute about it. Penetration step, entry on the hips, hands locked, lift or run the feet, and Dricus hits the mat. From there, Khamzat worked like a carpenter who brought only 3 tools because he knows how to use them. He blanketed the hips, stapled the forearm, and kept cutting angles until the legs were useless. Twice he slid into a crucifix, one of those moments where a fighter's offense disappears like a light switch. You could see the frustration. Dricus trying to post only to find the post trapped, trying to stand only to feel the weight slide back across his center line. This is the kind of wrestling that doesn't just score, it edits the opponent's choices down to 0. And he kept it going deep into the fight, burying the old narrative that said his gas tank was a gamble. There were flashes that made the crowd jump, a heavy kick landing clean, a scramble that almost shook Khamzat off, a late exchange that felt like a door cracking open. But minutes matter in title fights, and those moments arrive like sparks in rain. Every time Dricus tried to string offense together, Khamzat's answer was the same: clinch, level change, and gravity. It wasn't that Dricus forgot how to fight. It's that he had to restart too often. Restart your base, restart your breath, restart your rhythm. By round 5, he needed a detonation. Instead, he got more time on the floor. The window never stayed open long enough to climb through. Before the walkouts, the smartest voices in the room were split. Adesanya said late DDP, Renier de Ritter said the awkwardness is the problem you can't simulate. Hernandez worried about Khamzat's pace over time, and Rockhold warned that if you survive the hurricane, you own the calm. At the same time, other fighters kept reminding us who Khamzat is. Rampage Jackson watched him in the gym and shook his head. A different animal, the kind that breaks people with work before it ever gets to technique. Michael Venom Page walked through the matchup and basically said, if you can keep up with him early, you get choices. If you can't, you get carried. On Saturday, there were no choices. There was Khamzat on top and everyone else reacting. A new champion redraws the division overnight. Renier de Ritter has been circling this picture for months, calling Dricus the harder study, but also admitting he knows how to prepare for Khamzat. Anthony Hernandez is in that mix, hungry and rising. Depending on how the next contender bout shakes out, names like Imavov and Baralho pop up a lot. The line to the throne is already forming. What's different this morning is how they'll approach it. The plan used to be weather the storm. After 5 rounds of iron lung top pressure, the plan might need a rewrite. Don't just weather it, break it. If you can't reframe and stand after the first chain, the fight won't drift into your comfort zone. It will calcify in his. Khamzat didn't just take a belt. He erased a storyline. The myth said he fades. The tape now says he can wrestle at altitude for 5 straight rounds and still find the same grips in minute 24 that he found in minute 1. Dricus didn't fold. He was still hunting openings in the final seconds. That matters, but championship fights punish almost. On a night built on rumors, predictions, and 1,000 confident picks, the cage answered in plain language: pressure travels. The question now isn't whether anyone can survive it, it's who can flip it. So here's the one that will keep the comments cooking. Who actually has the tools to stand up underneath this guy? De Ritter's puzzle, Hernandez's engine, or someone we're not even talking about yet? Drop your pick and tell me how they do it. Not just how they win, how they get up.